Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. Welcome to this episode of Am I the Asshole? Our first one is from Financial Cherry 9302. Am I the asshole for telling my wife we're not going to pay our fair share for her parents' assisted living? This whole situation has gotten way out of hand, to the point everyone is yelling at everyone, and I'm sleeping in the guest bedroom. My wife's parents are at the point in their lives where they can no longer live by themselves. Their children decided the best place for them is an assisted living facility. They started to look into different facilities, and admittedly, I didn't help because I figured the 5 adult siblings could handle it, and I was never close to my in-laws. They found one that was perfect, and my wife was very excited when she told me about it. I was less than thrilled when I found out our contribution will be roughly $3,000 up front, then $5,000 a month. I immediately question why it cost roughly $15,000 upfront fee and $25,000 a month for 2 people in an assisted living apartment. I admit I sarcastically asked if their apartment is next door to Elon Musk's parents'. She then told me that we're going to cover the lion's share of the costs because we make more than her siblings. That was the beginning of a week of texts, phone, and in-person arguments. She argues that her siblings make less money combined than we do, and some are single, so it would impact them more, thus it's only fair we pay more. She also argues that this facility is not the best or most expensive. It's a mid-tier one with the best ratings. According to her, anything lower have bad ratings and could put her parents' safety in jeopardy. My argument is that there are 5 siblings, so the costs should be divided equally between the 5 of them. I also argued that if 5 people can't afford that place, they need to lower their standards. That started a circular argument for hours between cost and safety. I couldn't take it anymore, and in the heat of the moment, I yelled, "We don't make more than your brothers and sisters. I make more than all of you, which is why you all want me to cover the cost for your parents." That was the beginning of my night sleeping in the guest bedroom. I know as a married couple, I shouldn't consider mine and yours income, but realistically, I do make more than all of them, and I think it's unfair to make me pay the largest portion. What do you all think? Update. I'm going to answer some questions. Number 1, I assumed it was $25,000 a month, because I assumed it was split 5 ways between the siblings, and our share was $5,000 a month. It'll be closer to $10,000 a month, and our share is $5,000. Number 2, her parents have assets, including a house, so I was told they don't qualify for government assistance. I brought up the idea of selling their house, but was shot down immediately. The siblings want to keep the house in the family because their great-grandfather built it or something. Number 3, I can afford to pay it, but I don't want to based on principle. Their division means I'll be paying $5,000 a month, while the youngest brother will be paying only $300 a month, and will be living in the house. Their thinking is that he'll be paying the insurance and taxes on the house, so he can't afford more than $300. Another update. Number 4, I'm the only child to my parents. While they planned out their retirement, they worked their entire lives to put me through school and supported me through several degrees. I will be solely responsible for, and will make sure, their remaining days will be comfortable. Number 5, per your suggestion, I asked to my wife if we're going to contribute this much money to her parents, how they're going to contribute to my parents when their time comes. She answered, "Don't be an idiot, that's an entirely different situation." Number 6, I don't want ownership of their house because it's very old and needs major work. I brought up the idea of selling the house again and it was shot down again. They're not budging on it. Number 7. None of us know the laws and regulations when it comes to this, so I finally got her to agree for us to sit down with an estate attorney. Number 8. Unless I feel up to it, this is probably the last update. I feel completely emotionally drained. I always knew my parents would get old, but I never thought about it. This situation all around is just really sad. I don't feel like the OP is the asshole in any way, shape, or form, especially because they are his in-laws. I mean, granted, I don't think they'd have any issue helping out the in-laws, but when they have to pull the main share, I think that's where the problem lies. It seems like this family is just super entitled, and they're definitely not entitled to OP's money. And our final one is from Proud Blackberry 145. Am I the asshole for blowing up on my family after they came 30 minutes late to my birthday dinner? I turned 25 yesterday. The most disappointing birthday I've ever had. I didn't make any plans for the actual day because it's a Wednesday, but planned to throw a party at my house with my friends and family this Saturday. For the actual day, I still went to work and everything was normal, but I wanted something simple, so I asked my family, mom, dad, and brother, the night before to go out to dinner with me at a nice restaurant I've been wanting to try. I confirmed a time that would work for everyone and made the reservation for 7:30 p.m. My dad called to wish me a happy birthday and tried to convince me to go to my cousin's house, who happened to be throwing a barbecue of some sort. I said I'd rather not because I really wanted to try this restaurant and just wanted to celebrate with them. It'd feel really weird for me going to a party of the same sort when it happens to be my birthday, and the attention I would get would be ingenuine because nobody at the barbecue realized it was my birthday. My dad says, okay, no problem. This was a nice restaurant that was very strict with reservations, so I looked really nice and arrived right on time. My mom, who has not acknowledged it was my birthday, calls me and says her and my dad are still at the house and need to shower and get ready, but my brother is on the way to meet me there, so we should order appetizers. 5 minutes later, my brother calls me and tells me he's going to be late as well, that he's also at the house and that I should get the table myself. Now, I know this restaurant was not going to seat me without the whole party, and after a certain time, they'd give the table away. I couldn't take it anymore, so I hung up on my brother, parked at a building nearby, and cried. I was so upset I declined all his and my mom's calls. At 8 p.m., 30 minutes after the reservation, my family pull up behind my car so I can't back out, and surrounds my car. I'm in shock because I purposely parked at a random building, but forgot my brother has my location on Find My Friends. So they surround the car and start talking about what a long day everyone has had, and how I should come with them to find a restaurant that will take us. I tell them I've been crying, mascara running all down my face, and do not want to be out in public or with them. My dad says don't look upset, and my mom keeps telling me to calm down. They were not understanding that this wasn't a okay, I'm overreacting situation, so I had to basically yell at them that it was too late and to leave me alone. They left and went to my cousin's house. I got Whataburger on my way home and ate it myself. I was still so upset I barely slept, and texted the family group chat. They ruined my birthday and I didn't want them coming to my party Saturday. I'm still so upset this morning. Am I the asshole? Considering your family knew exactly where you were going, the reservations and the time, as well as most likely the strictness regarding those reservations, you're definitely not the asshole. I wouldn't want to be around people like that either, at least until I cool down. Alright, that's enough stories for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Am I the Asshole? If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.